with you now.
What's up, everyone? The Transporter here. Welcome to another episode of Driveclub. I hope you guys all saw the last episode of Top Gear today. It did bring a tear to my eye, though. You know, Clarkson, Hammond, and May. The era of Top Gear is now gone. Now we have Chris Evans and whoever will come in with him. I mean, not that he'll do a bad job. He'll do a pretty good job, but you know, it won't be. It's not the same. It's not the same. Anyway, the reason I mentioned Top Gear is because what we have here is the Super Veloce, Murcielago Super Veloce that I had tested about a month ago at the my Lamborghini expansion pack review. What I wanted to do today is this. So remember that episode of Top Gear, I think series 13 it was, when Hammond took this car to Dubai and drove it around, and the Stig took this car, put it around the Top Gear test drive, and it posted the same lap time as that of the Enzo Ferrari.
1:19 dead, which means it has graduated up from supercar to hypercar. It's just that's an audio one. It's moved up.
It begged me to think now, why is it that this car is stuck in the super class, see, but the Enzo, you see, is in the hyper class? Because power wise, I mean weight wise, the Enzo is obviously a lot lighter than the Super Veloce, but the Super Veloce has a lot more power and all-wheel drive. So I mean, it has more understeer, yeah, but you know, all-wheel drive and the extra added power will help it perform a lot better, perform as equally or as not as much as equally as the Enzo Ferrari. So what I've come to do today is I've come to initiate a Top Gear challenge, see if they were true, that if the rumors were true, if the statistics were true, and the Super Veloce is as fast as the Enzo Ferrari. Might seem a little bit weird, but anyway, it's true. So I wanted to see if we could blur the lines between the super class and the hyper class of Driveclub, because you know the Enzo is in a different class and the Murcielago is in a different class. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put both cars round my test track, Bandiper reverse, and we're gonna see who is faster. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Lamborghini Murcielago LP670-4 Super Veloce. And I said it before, this is one of the many all-wheel drive monsters in the super class of Driveclub. Coming out hard in that front corner. Now, all-wheel drive does promise this car pretty good grip. However, you have to watch out for those hits of understeer. But you can feel that it's even though it's been lightened, it's still sort of heavy, and that's not good. You don't take that corner like that, sir. It is sort of heavy, but still pretty manageable. I could possibly see the Enzo maybe topping this, I don't know. I'm still unsure. Because power wise, this has a lot more power, 661 compared to 652. But lightness is key, as I've mentioned before in several racing games. Oh, that came in hard there. And in there, very good. Yeah, this car is definitely, although lightened, still heavy. You can feel the weight though. You can feel the weight of this thing going around this corner. Certain corners here. And in there. Yeah. When comparing both, weight is definitely an issue. As mentioned before, I guess the Veneno and the Sesto Elemento. One more lap now. Oh, I've come in hot! That wasn't very good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Manage it, yep. Just sticking out a bit there. But you can mix it in one piece. The wing is doing a bit of work, but you have to really manage that weight. Despite it being all-wheel drive, it does pack. It is still a big heavy Lambo. Ugh! Bit of understeer there. In that last corner. And finish. So, that is the Murcielago in a nutshell. As I said before, all-wheel drive monster, pretty good, but at the same time, weight is a definite issue. Lovely looking thing. So, let's drive the Enzo now. This is the Enzo Ferrari. His engine is 0.2 liters smaller than the Murcielago. This is a 6.3 liter. The Enzo 6.3. Well, it's a 6.3 liter. The Murci is a 6.5 liter. This gets 652 horsepower. That gets 661 horsepower. This is lighter though, and its gear changes is a lot quicker. Oh yeah. Maybe from side to side you can feel the difference in weight. Now, grip-wise, this car is at a bit of a disadvantage because this is rear-wheel drive. The Murci was all-wheel drive. It should help a bit managing those corners and exiting out at a faster pace. But at the same time, rear-wheel drive means more fun. You can get wicked with it. But also at the same time, rear-wheel drive means better weight, better cornering ability. So I can go flat out through here now. In the Murcielago, going flat out was a bit scary. Here you can go flat out without worry in the world. Both V12s sound very, very good. I like the Murci's new updated sound. I like how they tweaked it a bit, because it sounded a bit weird the first time when I drove it. I like how they tweaked it. The Enzo, definitely orgasmic. This is a lot easier to drive. Now I can see now that I'm driving it that this Enzo possibly deserves hyperclass status, but at the same time, it's weird though, because unlike the Sesto, which this time rivals that of the best, this is possibly one of the most underpowered cars in all of the hyperclass. I mean, it can do 222 miles an hour, yeah, but at the same time, not a lot of power going into it. I mean, the F1 has 680. That's even lighter, and its torque figures are pretty extreme. His torque curves are pretty extreme, actually, so I won't gloss over that. There you go. Right. Yeah, you don't have to even. You can just come in hard, come in hot. and then do that bit. Yep, easier to handle. You die. Simple lift off the gas, or even you can power through even on some corners. The Enzo definitely probably deserves hyperclass status though. Thanks to it being a lot lighter. So is the Murcielago still a supercar then? Have they been lying to us? Alright. There it is, everyone, the Enzo. It was a lot lighter than the Murcielago. What else is there? A lot lighter. I wouldn't say that the speed is a lot faster. I think the Murcielago had a bit of an edge at the speed, as top speed wise and acceleration wise. But at the same time, the Enzo definitely had a bit of the upper hand in the corners because of his lightness. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a bit of a Top Gear test track similarity, except we're gonna put both cars around Maplewood 103, I think, and we'll compare times, because if you're gonna go through this, we have to accompany both straights and corners in this to sort of make it sort of similar to that as depicted in Top Gear. So let's go and do that now. Well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. The Enzo Ferrari does belong in the hyperclass. Weight was obviously the biggest issue here when comparing both cars. The Enzo felt a lot lighter. The Murci, very heavy. But there wasn't much difference between them though. Like, I got the Enzo to do 50 seconds, the Murci to do about 51 seconds. In between both cars. There's really not much between them. Now I did this because in 2 days, this Tuesday, we're going to get the RPM expansion pack, and it's going to come with the 570S, the 370Z Nismo, the Challenger SRT8, the Corvette Z06, and most notably the Nissan GTR. And people are sort of, pissed, or I don't know, angry that the GTR is a performance in the performance class instead of the super class. But to be honest, there are, and I know because I'm a GTR fan as well, but there are reasons that people just don't understand why the GTR is in the performance class. So I did this just to clarify what the differences between cars in different classes. So what we had here was a car in the super class that had more horsepower than a car in the hyper class. But apparently, because of the weight of the Enzo Ferrari, because that could be a super class car, did belong in the hyper class, and the Murcielago, so that will be in the hyper class, it's not in the super class. And as I said before, weight was the big issue, and this should be apparent because the GTR is not, despite it being a fantastic thing, doing 60 in 2.7 seconds and having 545 horsepower, its weight might be keeping it away from the super class. So it might probably be the best performance car in that class, but still, evolution does take a lot of things to heart. You shouldn't forget that. So that's what I wanted to do today. So once that comes out, I'll review the 570S obviously and the GTR, compare it with the 458 Italia, and we'll go on from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this comparison between the Lambo and the Ferrari. Rate, comment, and subscribe. and I will see you next time.
See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. Everything between us is empty space, empty space.